Welcome. This series is an offshoot of the Equality and Rights for Students Union, a movement designed to help American schools see education from the student's perspective. I am a member of that movement. One channel consisting of 2 members, however, can only make videos so quickly, so I produce art to assist that. While the Union's channel addresses many aspects of education, I plan to lean heavily into the psychology behind the individual student. Today, I want to discuss perfectionism, mainly its effects. I shall discuss the causes in a later video. Today, I simply wish to tell you why it is a terrible aspect of the average American student. Due to various factors, the average American student suffers from perfectionism, mild or severe. In February of 2020, journalist Jennifer Wallace and Harvard Graduate School of Education conducted a survey with roughly 6,500 respondents, which were parents. 73% of the parents said that going to selective college is paramount to success, 83% said that a student's academic success reflects parenting, and 87% professed that schools should be less stressful, 87%. You can find this data in Never Enough, When Achievement Culture Becomes Toxic and What We Can Do About It, by Jennifer Wallace, which was published in 2023. Here I should mention that perfectionism does not equate to striving for excellence. One should always try his hardest at everything, or at least try the appropriate amount, and one should attempt to be as perfect as possible. But know your limits, and don't hold perfect expectations. Anyway, related numbers to those in Never Enough have steadily been increasing since 1919, as we can observe with a cross-temporal survey with 164 samples and roughly 41,600 students from several countries. The survey was taken from 1989 to 2016. The American Psychological Association puts it this way in Psychological Bulletin 145. Cross-temporal meta-analysis reveals that levels of self-oriented perfectionism, socially prescribed perfectionism, and other-oriented perfectionism have linearly increased, even accounting for male versus female answers. All 3 kinds of perfectionism have been increasing, at least since 1989. Of course, the survey only went to 2016, but we can observe empirically that the number only continues to increase. Oh, I should probably mention the 3 forms of perfectionism. 1. Self-oriented perfectionism is holding oneself to unrealistic standards and being overcritical of oneself. 2. Other-oriented perfectionism is the same, but to other people. And 3. Socially prescribed perfectionism is assuming that others expect perfection from you. The different forms can have varying effects on the individual. For instance, an individual with only self-oriented perfectionism may not have the same trust issues as an individual with only socially prescribed perfectionism, or someone with other-oriented perfectionism may not have the same self-deprecation as an individual with only self-oriented perfectionism. Naturally, this is an assumption. With that out of the way, let's talk about mental well-being. It has been correlated with various psychopathologies in the past. It is also a connection to procrastination, and I can personally attest to this part. A perfectionist may hold off on working on something for fear of failure. On the other hand, it could turn someone into a workaholic, spending an unhealthy amount of time working on something. A study in 2022 showed that in persons 16 to 25 years old, 85.4% prioritized academia over other aspects of life and experienced unhealthy stress. In 2016, Lindbergh, Watson, and Egan found that perfectionism caused unfortunate side effects like insomnia, depression, and OCD. I can't say I've covered everything, or nearly everything about perfectionism, but I've said enough to condemn it. Students, try your best at school and in other areas, but don't become distraught when you fall short. Alexander Pope said that to err is human, so don't expect yourself to be perfect in every way. Enjoy life, and do for others as you would have them do to you. I hope this essay helped you. If you liked any of it at all, we would appreciate it if you immediately go check out the Equality and Rights for Students Union. If you want more of this, feel free to subscribe. See you later.